This is part 12 of modeling the Lost Treasure scene for Blender Challenge 9. And thank you very much for stopping by, for those of you who have come to watch my little video here. I've gone ahead and I've just made a few changes to this, putting a few extra beams in here to prepare for the next stuff. And I gotta admit that although I am enjoying this, I hope you are too. This is not thrilling stuff to watch. There's no great Blender tips or tricks, but we're building up a scene, and like I always do, I do this for you and with you, and for those of you that are interested in seeing my process in building up a scene. I'm learning as I go. This is what we do. So again, we're not doing anything incredible here, and there are changes to be made here and there. For example, I've got this post here. It really blocks the view, and in reality I would probably hide this and put something here. I gotta come up with something on the ground, but I made my HDRI transparent for the time being. And in case you're seeing some light here, which of course you would be if you're looking at this, I've just put point lights here to simulate what it might be like if there was a candle here, because I've got an idea that I'm going to work on here. So I'm gonna keep going here for those of you that are interested in watching this. So what I'm going to do, I think, is bring my 3D cursor to about there. And I'm going to get started on this. So let's do this. Let's look straight on here. And I'm going to bring in a circle. I'm going to go for, I think, 24 vertices. And in edit mode, I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. And let's turn on the screencast keys. I sometimes don't seem to have them when I switch back and forth. Anyhow, let's bring this into here. I'm going to make like a circular piece of wood here. You'll see what I'm getting at in a bit if you don't already. That's probably okay, just like that. Let's try that. I'm going to extrude these down so it looks like that. My dogs are snoring a bit in the background and making some noise, so I hope that's not too distracting. Maybe about that thick. My 3D cursor is there. If I was to switch to the 3D cursor, let's first of all do that. E and S. Let's bring that in. Maybe I want to Alt S. Let's see if I like that better. I think I do, but I kind of want that to go up a bit higher. Let's see. No, I'm pretty much touch. And let's scale this in the Y so it just touches the side there. Let's scale this in the Y a bit more. Just let's do it like that. So I would have that there. Now I'm going to put a bevel on this. Let's do this, and then 0.01. And let's shade it smooth and do all the stuff I always do here. Weighted normals and auto smooth. It's probably going to be okay for a piece of wood. I hope it is. But let's focus on that. Maybe we'll get rid of those bottom faces. And maybe we'll extend that down a little bit. Just pull them down so that it definitely makes contact. Oops. Now I probably lost my screencast keys when that happens. There we go. Okay. I was thinking of that. And what I'll do is, let's see. Let's take maybe this back edge here. Smart seam. Let's just unwrap and try putting on that wood material and see how it looks like that. wood beam, I believe it's called, and see. Okay, so that's not good the way it is. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do it like that, and then I'm going to come in here, and I think I'll take this piece, bring it up. Nah, yeah, let's take that, and then I'm going to scale this in the X. Pretty narrow. And in the Y. And then let's rotate X 90. Take that and set the origin of geometry on that. Let's do that, and let's rotate Z 180 just to get that seam out of there. Drag one to the other side. I'm gonna go for something along those lines. Okay, so we got that piece and we got those there. Cool. Now, I'm going to take this, and what do I got on the other side? Okay, I've got that. And I am going to call this move collection. I'm going to call this circle beams. Okay, circle beams. I'm going to select that. And Shift D, rotate Z 90. And move that over here as well. But I'm going to call this circle beams 2. And actually, I think I'll rotate Z 180. Let's see if I like that side better. I think I do. So that's going to go like that. That's okay. And then what I was thinking was something down below here. Maybe I'll take this piece, Shift D, and start working on this one. Now, do I have anything on this? Yeah, I got everything that I would want on there. So I'm not sure I need actually that much. So I'll show you what I have in mind. Okay, here's what I have in mind. I'm going to get rid of the bevel in that. I'm going to get rid of all that stuff. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'm going to put on my own bevel here by selecting all those edges. And Control B, I'm just going to do this. Put one just there. That's it. All right, there we go. Let's set the origin geometry on that. Let's come back up here. Add an array in the Z. And we're going to need a lot. Probably more. Let's not do that. Now, scale on the X. Let's see, first of all, before I switch any of that. Shift D, rotate X 90. Yeah, like that. Let's see if I have enough. I'm going to, can I do this? Yeah. rotate just 45. Let's see how I can stretch that if I want. Okay, in which case I'm going to go ahead and apply that array. And I'm going to apply that array. And then I'm going to just come in here and oh yeah, we got some ugliness going on here. Looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, it's not too nice. G and X. No, not there. And I'm just going to slide a couple of these along. Good enough. Okay, let's go back to here. And I've got this one, and I've got this one, and I'm going to join them together. Okay. And I'm going to rotate 45. Oops. Okay. That's good. Okay, there's more to do though. I'm going to take this piece and bring it down and make a frame for this. Scale that, the X quite small, and scale it in the Y. That can be okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. This actually is going to come forward a bit. Okay. Move that down here as well. Roughly like that. Now I'm going to take all these pieces and I'm going to join those. I'm going to focus on that, on just that for a moment here. Yeah, okay. Let's go back and just want to see how even these are. Let's move it a little bit like this. Okay, I'm going to start with that. Okay, focus on that. Look straight on, go in edit mode, select it all. Mesh. What am I looking for? Bisect. And I'm just going to cut like this. Actually, maybe not there. Just above, just there to get rid of that extra stuff. Clear outer, select it all, just below this, you know, that kind of thing. And I'll switch this to inner. Select it all. I guess I got Shift B as my hotkey for that. You know, do it like that. It's just a lot cleaner. And let's bring that back and see how we're doing. There you go, and you fit in there. So hopefully that looks okay. Holes aren't very big. Okay, and that, I don't know what to call that. beam holes. That's what it's going to be called, beam holes. Now, let's do this. Let's take, can I do this? Can I take this and this? And set the origin of geometry and cursor selected at least. Let's get it close. And then I'm going to take this and Shift D and set the origin of the 3D cursor and geometry to origin. This again, we get in the ballpark. Rotate Z 90. Let's see. Let's do rotate Z 180. And then let's just see whereabouts it has to go. It's probably pretty close to where it's going to go. I'm going to put that. I'll put that just in there if it wasn't already. Does that need to come forward? Maybe on both of these. Yeah, just like that. Alrighty. That's what I wanted to do. So let's come over here and have a look at that stuff. Yeah. That's what we got so far. Okay, and if I unhide that, that stuff is still there, so. But at least we now have, there's some beams up here, and we got this. What I'm thinking of is a candle holder, like a piece of pottery, very shallow, with a candle here. Maybe one over here as well. And as well, hanging on the ceiling. I don't know if you know those sort of wagon wheels that hangs. There's some chains that come up like this, the wagon wheel type thing, and there's candles 4 or 6 or 8 around that. That's what I'm thinking of putting there. So there ends up being a lot of candles. So we'll see. All right. So I may go back in here and work on that as well. But for now, that's what we got to go on, and I'm going to leave it at that.